I feel like for this collective is a little bit too soon to close cycles. Do you know what I mean? So I know that we started this reading saying that we're going to tap into the energy because it's 9th of the 9th of the 9th today. Powerful portal. But I feel like you haven't been on this journey for that long. I feel you haven't done a conscious, dedicated healing just yet, this collective. So I feel it's too soon to say, okay, we've been working on this for a while now, boom, it's time to close. Because in order to close a cycle, it doesn't happen from one day to another. Powerful energies like today, 9 of the 9 of the 9, you're not just going to realize a shadow and close it out. It has to be something that you've been working on for quite a while. So I feel like it's too early. And I feel like for this collective, the most important part will be that thing that we mentioned in previous part. Remember that you're going to certain place, meeting certain people, that the energy is just not right. And you're ready to close this out. You know that you have to let that go. So that's the only thing that I want you to let go of. Watch the previous part to get more details, and that's going to be enough. And I feel you're going to manage to do this in the next month from when you're watching this video, right? Before the next eclipse comes, you're going to be able to really let that go. Your guides will help you, and that's going to be enough of a job, right? So let's see what is it that you need to sort of have in consideration. So we have that goddess energy, right? And we have trust your intuition. We'll talk about this in a moment. Very beautiful divine feminine qualities. And remember, we've mentioned you're cut out from your feminine energy completely. It's completely dormant. So you really need to attend to this. And we have inner child healing. I'm hearing Kali. And we have lineage and throat chakra. There's a reason I was hearing for this collective number 13 of the 2nd. Maybe that's a date for some of you. It can be detail, or 21st of the 2nd. 212 I'm hearing as well. There's a reason I was mentioning and hearing a very strong ancestral line for you. I feel like you really, remember I mentioned the turtle. I feel like you have very strong ancestors that are really standing, and they cannot wait for you to remember. They cannot wait for you to remember, because you have a voice. You have a voice. You're so dormant. Right now, you don't like your life, you don't like your body, you don't like yourself. You're your biggest bully. We've covered this in the previous part, and you're supposed to be your biggest cheerleader. If you don't love yourself, if you don't trust yourself, if you don't trust your own voice, if you don't trust your own power, we have to address this. Okay. All right, so let's address this one by one. First of all, we have inner child healing. Inner child healing, shadow work, those are the two first cards in this deck. This is what we start from. And I've been hearing that this collective, you're relatively in the beginning of this journey, right? In the beginning of conscious healing. Conscious healing, so don't make this fit, right? So you wouldn't... I'm feeling maximum of a year, but be mindful that sometimes when we are awakened to the journey of life, that moment when we move from physical karma to spiritual karma, it's not like first day we're awakened and whatever journey you resonate with, right? And next day you're in shadow work session. Sometimes it takes a year or year plus to really realize everything that's been happening, it's been pushing me to change. I have to transform. I have to start. I have to move from watching collectives and, smart phrases online to actually do the work, to tailor this work for me, to focus on me. And I feel this is the moment. So it's not like you started this journey yesterday. You may have been, whatever is it that activated you to this journey, this collective. It may have happened like a year ago or less, more or less. But now it's the time that you're really being pushed to start doing conscious, consistent work on yourself. And the inner child healing is one of the first stages. It's one of the first stages. We have to start from shadow work and from inner child healing. One is part of another. And goddess energy and trust your intuition They both are very strong. It's a divine feminine category. They're very strong feminine qualities. Remember, we said you're cut out from your feminine. So if you're cut out from your feminine, you would be cut out from your intuition. You would be cut out from the fact that the goddess lives within you. Connect to the goddesses. I'm hearing this collective, you're not going to believe who you're going to become in a couple of years. Couple of years if you really dedicate yourself to the journey. Sign up for sessions with me. I swear to you, I'm going to get you there. Poof! And I'll bow before you once we're done. That's how powerful you are. I am hearing Kali. You need Kali energy right now. You need Kali energy. Kali is the destructor. Kali brings towers. Kali is the energy that, I'm getting chills, that we need to invoke in the beginning of this journey when everything that is not serving needs to burn, okay? Kali is the one that makes us go on healing sessions, shamanic sessions, go to the forest and scream of pain that we've been in a prison of our own doing, of our own hatreds towards ourselves, of our own limiting beliefs, hating our bodies, hating our existence. Enough is enough. It has to burn. You have to connect to your intuition, to your femininity. Your ancestors are with you. They're with you. 22% off, 22% sale. There's something, remember we're saying 212? Maybe that's your house number or a number that you're seeing. You have to celebrate life a little bit more. You have to celebrate yourself a little bit more. All right. I want to ask, what is it that you need to focus on in those next 2 weeks? What is it that you need to do more? And then maybe we're going to do some messages from your guides as well. Let's see how this goes. What is it that you need to do more? What energy they want you to? I think we have 2 here, yes. Let's do 2 more for your first row. All right. I got it. Yeah. We have butterfly. Right now, you're very caterpillar, right? You're very fragile. Listen. Do you know that this butterfly, caterpillar, as it changes into butterfly, it almost dies? Okay? No one, if you look at women, let's focus on women, but people in general, those who are so inspiring, that are so strong, that we're teachers, that people look up to them, people draw inspiration from them. It comes from pain, compassion, willingness to help, releasing the ego. It comes from pain. You are in a vortex of pain right now. You are in a vortex of your first transformation. Be grateful for that pain. I know to some people it's going to sound ridiculous, but to this collective, it's going to make sense, because you are that turtle. You are that old soul. There's something within you. We've mentioned this in the beginning of this reading. There's something within you that tells you, that inner voice, that yeah, I have to go through this pain. And it's not the first time I'm doing this. You know that you have a wisdom of an old soul. Focus on that transformation. There's something that you're focusing on in an external world. Remember, that's what you need to let go. You need to really, it's fine. We cannot let go completely and entirely always, but try to shift your focus to more to you, to yourself. I'm hearing also psychic abilities. So you maybe some things have already been activated within you, but you haven't been training them, working with them, okay? This is why I always say to you guys, and it's such a, I feel like it's such a resistance in some people on this journey. When you are turning from caterpillar to butterfly, you're active, you're dormant vessel, right? And suddenly at one point of your life, that can happen between your 30s or 50s, it depends, that switch, right? If you're really meant to activate and awaken, you start to activate your gifts, you start to hear things, see things, your kundalini awakens. You cannot, I mean, you can, but why would you want to do this without a mentor, without someone who's been through this, that you can text in the middle of the night, girl, what the hell is going on? And she's going to be like, that's okay, that's normal, right? I am here for you guys because someone has been there for me. This is what we do for each other. This is womanhood. This is support. It's like I feel like you still have such a bullying, not liking yourself attitude towards yourself, that it's like you even don't feel like you deserve to give yourself a proper mentor and a proper consistency, right? To really, oh God. And I feel like you're one of those people. I'm not gonna judge you because I was this person, trust me. I was this person when I was starting to, like years ago, when I was starting to work with my own shadow workers, with my own healers on my journey. I was always reluctant to send a message because I was like, why would they want to help me? Why would they want to talk to me? You know, it's this lack mentality. It's like you think that you're not worthy to have someone helping you, even if it's an actual service. Right? Because it's an obvious thing. It's something that people also don't understand because they have this abundance and money all twisted around. This is our job. So right, we have to make a living. So it's a normal thing that, you know, we sign up for session and we're not doing charity because, you know, we cannot. But if you truly have a normal relationship with money, maybe that's also something that you have to figure out, since it's coming to my mind. Money is just energy. We never, to truly master money, I'm going to give you a side note tip. You have to stop thinking that you're spending money. You're exchanging money, okay? So when you're, for example, paying your bill, you're not giving money, you're getting electricity. When you're signing up for a session, you're not spending money, you're getting healing, whatever that is. And when you switch that mindset that money can only come to you, there is no out, it only comes in the form of energy, one way or another, you're going to completely shift your mindsets. I feel like this collective, you're going through a variety of towers. It may be also related to your career, money, purpose. So maybe there's a reason that came to my mind. But I feel in the next weeks, either you already activated your psychic abilities or more psychic abilities will activate. This is why we also need our mentors to help us through this, to help us practice, right? Because you need to practice. It's not like your gift. To some people, they come in a very pronounced way. But to some people, it's like you don't know what's going on. You don't know what to make of it. So you have to practice. My very first, I'm feeling guided. I don't like to share things like this in collective, and I'm feeling guided to share this with you guys. The very first mediumship that I've done with a soul was a relative of my healer. She allowed me to practice because I would be too intimidated. I started seeing like spirits. I started seeing souls of people from beyond, right? And I would be too intimidated to try this out. And then I was doing like my friends, and it's such good times. Good times. All beautiful souls. You have to practice. You have to allow yourself. This is why you have to stop. Remember what we said, like going to people and spending not your energy. You are magical. You have to start surrounding yourself with people who are also magic. Okay? You're thinking small. We have the mouse. The mouse is this energy. I'm not good enough. I'm too shy. I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to forget about this, forget about this. And I say this to you guys all the time, right? This is why you also choose the healer that resonates with you, okay? If you come to me on healing sessions as a regular, right? So you come on session, let's say every 2, 4, 5 weeks, whatever it is. It varies from journey to journey, and the more you do it, the less you need your sessions. You sign up, you make your payment, we have a session. But if you're a regular, you know very well that I am here for you in between those sessions, okay? And I don't charge for this because it's my life's mission. I want to create more women just like I was created by my healers. But in the end, we are the ones that create ourselves, but we need other women to hold space for us. So if you are a regular and you come every 2, every 4 weeks, in between those weeks, you can leave me a message, voice note, call me, whatever. I will be there for you. I will be there for you. This is me giving back because I had someone be there for me when I was going all the Lulu. But it's like you're too shy to even ask for something that is part of a soul contract. We have a soul contract. If I'm meant to be your healer, the people that I heal that come to me on sessions, we were connected through one-way golden threads from the day we were born. We have a soul contract. Use the resources that your guides are giving to you. You're too, it's like, it is, you are that little mouse. Look at her. You are the little mouse in the darkness. And what you are in reality, you're the fucking crow woman, okay? With that eye is like this huge. You will see things that, oof, I'm getting chills. Your ancestors are here. They're giving me a nudge. I feel like I should bow down. Powerful lineage. Whoa. Boo! Powerful lineage. Life is about the journey, not a destination. All you need is within you. You just need a little nudge, a little help. 707. For someone to show you the way, to help you. It's normal. But all you need is within. All you need is within. I want 2 more. I feel guided to do 2 more. There we go. We have 2 more. Thank you. Dragonfly, that's the overthinking one. Another air sign. Remember, we talked about this. Let that go. Let that go, okay? And we have the elk. Healer. You are a healer too. With this, I'm hearing more. You know what I'm hearing with that elk? Elk is very strong masculine energy. I feel with this is the power of your ancestors, but I'm also hearing like northern culture. So maybe you resonate. Either you are somewhere from the north, and I don't just mean like northern hemisphere, but the north of the northern hemisphere, you know? Cold countries, colder countries, or what I'm also hearing, that may be that lineage. You may feel, maybe you feel the pull towards those cultures. More like Viking, Slavic, Eskimo, native, northern. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking at his, what do you call this? Help me out. What do you call this? I feel like you have a very strong masculine energy. Not just within you, but around you, like ancestor-wise, you know what I mean? Very grounded, very earthy. It's like in your energy, in your lineage, it's really this shamanic, earthy Mother Earth, the power of Mother Earth. Do you know what I mean? All right, beautiful. Magic. I want to do a few cards, messages from your guides. And then we're going to do a little guidance, maybe a few tarot still. Let's see if we have time. Give me free. Give me free. I want free. I'm hearing free action. It's time to take action. All right, give me free. Give me free. Freedom, I won't let you down. Free. You ask, you shall receive. Thank you. Power for ancestors. The crumbling, that's another tower. You would be going through 2-2. Huge tower moment, this collective. Huge. External, internal. All right. Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Sign. When you're looking company right now, watch the previous part. We've been through this. You're going to places where you feel like you're not that much alone. But no, what you need right now is your tribe. You are a powerful soul. You are a powerful feminine. You need to start surrounding yourself. Even if for now it's going to be a healer. I'm going to give you a little, I don't know whether it's a tip or an insight. Not all of us divine feminists are meant to really be in part of communities, right? And I myself, honestly, my universal truth, so I don't want to trigger no one, but my universal truth is that communities of women, when you're part of a community, like you go to every week, like cacao ceremonies, a lot of women, and that's for normal people. Okay, that's for normal feminines, normal souls who came here. They want to remember, they want to be empowered, right? But the most powerful ones of us, true healers, truly awakened through Kundalini awakened, I'm going to change this world, I'm going to heal you humans. We either create communities, we lead communities, but for ourselves, we only have few sisters, soul sisters that support us. There's a reason I'm mentioning this to you, because I am sensing in this energy this really crow woman kind of a vibe, the one that people will come to you, but you have to start building your tribe. So for now, I'm hearing that you need a healer. You need a strong divine feminine. Think about someone. Again, I always say this, you don't resonate with my energy, fine. If we're connected for golden threads, you're going to find me anyway. But for women you watch online, maybe you listen to different, tarot readings, who makes you feel like, damn, I won't be like her? And you know what it means? I always say this to you guys. We see ourselves in another woman. That's why women who criticize, who judge, who are distorted, they have sister wound. They criticize other women because they don't like themselves. But if you look at other women and you're like, oh my God, she's so beautiful, she's so powerful, she's so smart, she's so fierce. I'm never going to be like that. It's because you are going to be like that. She pulls you in energetically because you see yourself in her. That's how it works. What you think of me is a reflection of you. It's your untapped potential. Start calling in that tribe. Start calling in that tribe. You need women, even if it's 1, 2, that you will free on the timer, that we say that you'll be able to rely on, to ask. Until the moment you become equals, I guarantee you, that's always the course of action. If you're a good healer, if you would come to me in session, I'm a good healer, I'm a hell of a good healer, you would become my equal. Or for this collective, I bow already, I'm telling you. The ever unfolding rose, crack open. It's happening for you, not to you. Yes, you need to open. You would need an opening ceremony. I only do that ceremony for my regulars, but it came to my mind for a reason. Opening of your femininity, opening of your rose inside, opening of your sacral, of your sensuality. You need to open. What is cracking you open right now, the pain, the turmoil, the tower, internal, external, it's trying to crack you open. allow it to happen. And the last one is Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Yes, you're here to help to heal humanity. Strong ancestors. Channeler. I'm hearing channeler. Maybe you will be channeler. We all channels. I always say this to you guys, right? When your Kundalini awakens, you become channel to divine knowledge, but it's different. I feel like, so when I channel in the readings, I channel your guides, right? When I do like Rod sessions, I channel divine knowledge. When I do mediumship, obviously I channel, the soul that I connect to. There are people who channel, like Bashar, they channel specific entities, specific. I feel you. I'm seeing certain things that I don't want to say because it's very specific. It's very also personal. It's very channels for ancestors, for wisdom of ancestors, establishing new ways to be. Okay, messages from guides. What do you want, ancestors, for this person? Two of Wands. Lacking a strategy. Make adjustments, set goals. Define your purpose. Thank you. We said this already. That's what they wanted you to do. Why is it not focusing? God damn it. Can you see? You're lacking a strategy. It's time to have a strategy. Set goals. Define your purpose. Make adjustments. Promise to yourself. This collective, you need help. Sometimes, yes, there are sometimes people who, specific journey, different things, right? Can do it on their own, like self-work, you need support, this collective, because your femininity is blocked, the levels of self-esteem are through the floor. You need support. So promise to me that you will find yourself a good healer, and for the next year, okay, you will set up with regularity. Obviously, sometimes we have to adjust these things, right? And sometimes, we change, and not all of us are lucky enough to be guided to the right healer, but everything happens for a reason. My first person that I went to was a horrible experience, but through this horrible experience, I found another healer. If it hadn't been for her, I wouldn't find. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes things happen. I don't know why I'm saying this. So maybe you're scared to try to go to these sessions, to try to be vulnerable. But you need structure. You need help. You need healer. You need someone that you're going to establish a working relationship. If it's every 2, every 3, minimum, this collective, every 4 months, to go on session, and in between have suggestions, exercises, support from this person. What else? What else, guys? 9 of Swords. I feel we had this card before in your shadows, remember? I feel it's a bit of an issue that you are right now in anxiety and despair, trouble sleeping. Try to address that, okay? Try to really address that. Again, if you were going to healing sessions, always we can do something about that, but before you take that decision, before you find yourself a healer, I'm hearing maybe a nighttime routine. To get to bed really physically tired. Maybe, some exercises, cleaning the house, I'm hearing as well. Movement, okay? Movement. I want to do 2 more. I think we're running out of time. Yes, okay, we have lunar eclipse, that's a good thing. Deep emotional cleanse, about 3 months, okay? So we said between 1 month and 3 months, this is the eclipse season. This is really going to help you. And we have the Fool, new beginning. Allow it to happen. You are shifting. You are in a very difficult place right now, this collective, but you are shifting. So trust the process. You know everything that you need to know. I've told you everything. I love you so incredibly much. If you do feel like signing up for me on session, A link is in my bio to my website. You can book a session through my website. I love you. You are magic. Repeat that. I am magic. I am magic. Yes, you are.